Am I visible? Am I visible, Husna? Naman, Pratham? Am I visible and audible? Can you confirm that? Just confirm if I am visible and audible. Why not? Oh, it's not here. It's not showing. It's not loaded yet. Here, live. Okay, I am live. Am I visible and audible? I'm seeing it on one phone and the other phone it's not showing up. Okay, great. Okay, chalo. So how are you? How are you doing? How are all of you doing? Doing great? Are you tense already? Because we are only in the month of July. It's only mid-July. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. So there's nothing to really feel worried or anxious. I'm sure all of you will end up doing pretty well. Okay. So this session, after a long time I'm going live, is basically to tell you a few important things that I'm planning to do over the next few months. It's a bit of a change from the last 3 to 4 years because I'm not doing full year study courses. However, I'm planning to do after a lot of demand because many people said that they want help for geography and history civics. And especially if you see the ICSE class 10 geography results last time, there were a few issues. The marking was a little strict. So geography is a little bit of a tense subject. So is history civics. History civics, we have had an excellent track record. I mean, based on the kind of content that we do. For geography, we also have an excellent faculty called Rameshwar sir. So let's see, it may just take a little while before we do put that out. But this session is basically to tell you about a whole lot of things to make you less anxious and to tell you that everything will be taken care of. Okay. So let's get started. Everything, Shahnaz, just give me a time. I will clarify everything. Okay. So let's get started with what I am. Vijayalakshmi, no, I am not doing any full year courses anymore. All the content, I am putting it on the YouTube channel itself. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, press the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever there is something which is relevant pertaining to your particular class, which is class 9 in your case, Vijayalakshmi Vasudevan. Okay. Okay, Asheriya. So subscribe pannungo, bell icon and notify, press pannungo so that you get notified. All the English content will be put. The civics content is already put for class 9. Many of the history chapters have also been done. English language, Shyam Murli, is basically about a lot of practice. Marking is strict is basically if you don't do it well, write it well, obviously you're not going to get marks. Many of our students who are part of the Ashwin course in the past, they have done very well. In fact, we have got a whole lot of people in the high 90s. Yes, Utkarsh, hi. So that's kind of taken care of, but I will get to it one by one so that, if I just keep replying, then it becomes, I get lost. So we will go to it. Piyush, I've already spoken about geography and history civics. These will be the only two courses that I'm planning to do. I have not yet discussed it with Rameshwar sir, but we will be doing these two courses. The rest of it, everything will be on the YouTube channel. However, I would be doing a grammar crash course, but that will be very close to the final examination. Okay, I am no longer checking essays because that was really a very tedious task for me. It put a lot of strain on my time and my health. So I've decided this year at least I'm going to take a break from doing the whole essays and letters thing. Okay. Also, there is another reason. Many of you just put it on ChatGPT and send it to me. Trust me, I read half a line and I can make out if it's taken from ChatGPT. So, many of them were doing those stunts last year. So I realized that this is not going to work. Okay, but there will be a lot more. So let's get started with what I have to. I'm going to tell you 4 broad things, and thereafter I will take question and answer. So just go slow with a bit of the questions. Okay. Yeah. I don't teach accounts, Sarnab. Just to answer your question, please check out my friend Shubham Jagdish's channel, YouTube channel called Obsession. He does a good job with all the commerce subjects. Okay. All the directed writing and proposal writing, it is there on YouTube, free of cost there. I mean, the videos are done with examples. So please have a look at it. That's more than comprehensive. As far as ISC English is concerned, let me first do the 9th and 10th class first. I've done quite a few videos. If time permitting, I will do it purely. Let me get started. Otherwise, I'll keep replying to comments. Teju. Okay. Go full screen or make me small screen. Okay. So the first thing is to announce the book. The book got launched yesterday. It has taken a lot of effort to create this book. I've added some more content, changed a bit of the content from last year. I'll tell you what exactly. I've not got the book myself, but my book, the people who have already placed the order yesterday, like Naman, would have got a WhatsApp message or an SMS and a mail, because I placed the order myself. So I have got the order of the book. Put me in that small box. No? Okay, I'm there. No, you put me on the side. So I've got that mail and the thing from the courier agency called Shiprocket. So the process, and I got a message from the person who handles the packaging saying that the process of shipping out has started. So you would get that depending on how far you are from Delhi. You would get that over the next few days. My due date is put as 17th of July. So I'm presuming for many of you, it would be more or less the same, plus minus 2-3 days. We are keeping a window of 10 working days for the book to reach you. This is the last year's book. Okay, this is the book which we had released last year. Okay, this year, what I have done is, one, of course, to say the first chapter is about how to write quality essays and letters, because I believe that the kind of stuff that I have done over the last 3-4 years with the Ashwin batch and the Virat course is to kind of, put the quality on a pedestal that for me, and this is something which students who have studied with me in the last 4 years would know, and I say this quite often, that mediocrity is not an option. If you are with me, mediocrity and being ordinary is not an option. And I always say this, and this is one of my favorite lines. What is really the fun in being mediocre and ordinary? If you have the ability to be excellent, why would you want to settle for the second best or the third best? So put in that effort in order to shine and make your parents proud. That's what you should really do. And of course, yourself also proud. So if you want to write, since this year I'm not doing the full-fledged Ashwin course, Piyush, I will explain everything. Since I'm not doing the full-fledged Ashwin course, I want to tell you there is this chapter in the book wherein I have explained in detail, point form, in extreme detail, about how to write quality essays and letters. What are the things that you need to keep in mind? So that is one chapter which you should read first so that you know the basics. Okay. Then there are a whole lot of argumentative, narrative, descriptive essays, original story, and picture composition. Okay. Later in the year, I will also explain, in addition to, but the book is, see, the whole idea is there are 90 essays and letters written by me. Okay. More letters this time than last year. Essays are 90 written by me. There are 10 essays and letters which are written by all India toppers who were SWS students. People who topped the country and they were SWS students. So these are letters and essays which were written by them during the course as assignments. So it will give you an idea about what was the kind of quality that they were putting in, and many of them are towards the end of the year. So you also get an idea about the kind of progress that they made. And it is very good, So you have All India 1, All India 2, All India 5, many of them All India 3, Sahir. All India 1 Kanishka. So many of them. So it gives you an idea about what is the quality that will get you a 10 on 10 in a letter, a 19 on 20 in an essay. That's what you should really aspire for. And that's the kind of quality we always aspired for at Study with Sudhir. So this book, in that sense, I believe is, and I've seen a whole lot of books which are available. I think it's really much more than value for money. So in that sense, you should really not worry. Okay, so get this book. There are many people, in fact, many librarians. In fact, last year also many librarians had ordered this book. This year also, I have been getting a whole lot of messages from librarians in schools in different parts of the country wanting to order copies in the library. But I would really suggest that you should have a copy, because this is really something which you would cherish, because it gives you an idea. Even if you don't get the same topic in the examination, okay, I'm not saying the same 100 topics you will get, one of the 100 topics, but even if you don't get it, it will prepare you in two ways. One, it will teach you how to write a quality essay and letter. Number two, even if you don't get the same topic, if you get something similar, you know, okay, this is how I should start the essay. This is how I should end the essay. This is how the content, the meat of the essay and the letter should be. So that is something which you should do. Okay. Now, this is for 2025 board exams. Definitely, this is as per the latest ICSE format, which has frankly not changed since 2019 as far as the letter writing format is concerned. So you don't need to bother. See, my thing is that even when you write an essay, and even when you see the letters and essays written by our former students, you will see the quality in it. You know, there is an attempt to start the essay well, to end the story in an interesting manner, to have, if it's an argumentative essay, to write it in very clear, concise points. If it's a narrative essay, how do you keep the examiner engaged with your narration? So those kind of things. No, Piyush, the book is not available on Amazon. What you need to do is to download, if you have an Android phone, download the Study with Sudhir app from Play Store. That is point number one. And then you go to the on the home page, you will see it is there. I have put it in three different boxes: ICSE 9th class, ICSE 10th class, and academic books. In either of the three ones, you will find the course. You just need to click. It will give you the option of, you should enter the correct and complete address. If it will send you a WhatsApp message or an SMS through which you need to make the payment. The reason why it is done through WhatsApp or SMS, don't get perturbed if you get that message. It's because if you pay through the app itself, Google says that, you know, you need to pay us more, which is 15% extra. We don't want to do that, which is why, to keep the cost low, we have done this arrangement. So there's really nothing to worry about. So you do the payment and you will get the book in the next 10 working days. If you are an Apple user, and please note this down, if you are an Apple user, Study with Sudhir app is not on iOS. What you need to do is to download the Class Plus app. Just type it. Download the Class Plus app and then enter the Study with Sudhir organization code, which is MAQLT. MAQLT. You type it, you will get access to the Study with Sudhir app. So please make a note of this. This is what you need to do if you are an Apple user. For Android users, just download Study with Sudhir app. Everything will get taken care of. Okay. The third thing is, as I said, the book delivery will happen within the next 10 days. Please ensure, and I say this because we had a few problems with 2-3 students last year where incomplete or incorrect addresses were given. And the courier guys, obviously, when they can't find the address, they send the book back, or sometimes we don't get the book back. So please remember, we are not a publishing house. This is a self-published book, okay? Which means that, you know, all the cost, everything is incurred by us. You know, it's not, one of those big publishing houses that we have in the field of education. So just ensure that you fill in the correct address with the PIN code, the house number, the door number, the city, street, town, whatever it is, all the details, the phone number correctly, so that if he can't find your house, at least the courier guy can reach out to you in your on your phone number. Okay, let's move to the next slide. And as I said, we have also, this is another thing. Last year, we started selling only in December, towards the end of December, and we have finished off our copies by January. And your exams were in February. And there was a lot of demand, please give us the copies in February. Now, the problem was we stopped it in January. We had run out of the copies because we knew that we may not be able to reach you in time for the examinations. So please don't do that. This year we have started much early. Instead of December, we have started in July. So please book your copies now so that you have the copy through. There won't be any difference in cost between now and December, January. It will be the same. So please ensure that you get the copy so that it's not a last minute decision, because once the copies are exhausted, it's a limited number of copies. As I said, it's a self-publishing thing. So you will not be able to do that. No, obviously, Asmi, it's not free. There is a cost to printing. There's a cost to packaging. There's a cost to publishing. There's a cost to couriering. There's a cost to tracking. Okay, everything. So everything is not free. A lot of, all the content that I'm putting it on YouTube is absolutely free. Okay, book is not free. Huh?
Available to be delivered in any state.
Yeah, it's available to be delivered in every state. So it doesn't matter. Maybe for the Northeast, it may take a little while more. But otherwise, it will be, the effort is to kind of reach you within 10 days. Okay. So this was the first edition. This was for the 2024 board examination. What we have now is an updated 2025 edition, which I said with a few changes, with more editions, with more number of essays and letters written by All India toppers, so that you get an idea about this is what we teach and what we wrote, what we write, and this is what our students wrote. So you get a 360-degree view of what it is. Can you use this book for ISC class 12? Many students, Arindam, did buy this book. Nishika, I just finished explaining all this. They used this book. 11th and 12th class students also used this book last year. I am trying to write a book for class 12 also. Okay, for class 12 also, I'm trying to write a book, but it's taking a little while. I've finished writing some 15 essays so far. I want to write many more. So it is taking time. So for every city, Sushmita, I'm saying an upper limit of 10 working days is what we are targeting. Okay. So that's how it is. No, I am not doing any books for geography and history. If I do the courses, which I am planning to, you would get the notes, you would get the test papers, and of course, doubt solving specifically for history, civics, and geography, and some live sessions, especially for topo sheet and map marking. All that will be done as part of the geography course. But as I said, that may take another 15 days is what I'm hoping. Okay, in order to prepare all the material. Okay, so that's it. So, okay, so that is as far as the books was concerned. I wanted to make that clear. The second one is about the notes, which many of you were. There is no delivery charge, Ignal. It's all part. Once you make the payment, everything is all inclusive. Where to get the notes from? Now, let me say this clearly. The notes are being put on the Study with Sudhir Instagram page. All you need to do is to follow the page. Go to the reels. All of it is in the form of reels. You just need to take screenshots. It's a 2-minute job. That's all. These are short notes. These are short notes which kind of prepares you. So what I want you to do is to look at the video. For instance, the poem word by word explanation, you need to take it. I want my students to also get into that. And I'll tell you why it is so important. If you take down notes in your own handwriting while you are being explained, while the chapter is being explained or the poem is being explained, if you take down notes in your own handwriting, see, your own handwriting has a familiarity quotient. You understand, आपको ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से समझ में आता है. So if you take down notes in your own handwriting, तो वो notes आपको खुद लिखने चाहिए. I would encourage, because I'm telling this to you in your own interest, उससे फायदा आपको ज़्यादा होगा. उसके अलावा जो themes हैं, poetic devices है, rhyme scheme है, all the background of the poem or the story, everything is given in the form of short notes, जो कि Instagram page पर है. You need to just take screenshots. It's free of cost. Just follow the Study with Sudhir Instagram page. I was also putting it on Hi Sohan. Of course, I know you. How is your mom doing? How is your sister doing? Um, uh, so am also putting it on the WhatsApp channel. Um uh, but the problem I realized, and one of the students pointed this out to me, that if you join the WhatsApp channel a little late, then you don't get to see what I have put before that. So that kind of defeats the purpose, because it's not possible to keep on putting the same links again and again. So WhatsApp channel I will use more for information, which will be very useful, as, and especially when we get closer to the examination, and even for your pre-boards and stuff like that. The Instagram reels will contain all these short notes. That's what I am planning. I will put this on in WhatsApp also. मुझे इसमें कोई problem नहीं है. For me, it's just a so WhatsApp channel, the benefit of joining the WhatsApp channel is that you get tips, you get to know what you need to do, the small things, which students tend to ignore while preparing for your final or board examination. So those are the kind of things I'll put on the WhatsApp channel. Instagram will have all the reels. So all you need to is to just follow these two pages. Great, Sohan. So that's as far as, so usme treasure chest ke for class 9 and 10, Prism and Rhapsody for those who are in class 11 and 12 and they are on this stream. Uske notes, if there are any CBSE students for 11th and 12th, the entire English, also for 12th class of Maharashtra. All the notes are there on the Instagram reels. All you need is to do is to follow, so that you will not miss out on anything. Jo purane hai, just scroll down. It's very easy to get the notes. It's just a 30-second job to take the screenshots and you are done with it. आपके पास basic theme हो जाएंगे. Video देखो, उसमें पूरा समझ लो. Take your notes. You are sorted. Trust me. For English for class 9 and 10, you don't need to look anywhere else. I've explained. For class 9, I can tell you Julius Caesar and treasure test has been done both in Hindi and English. But for 10th, I'm doing it only in English, because I think that's what 10th class may. If you understand it in Hindi, what happens is that in the examination also, your mind keeps on working in Hindi, and then you take that much extra time to translate that into English. So I personally feel to do that, you don't have that kind of luxury of time in a board examination. So if you keep listening, and the way I teach is that, yes, Arya, of course it will help you. If you kind of keep imbibing it, you will be able to use it for 2 years, Arya. If you keep imbibing it, the same words, because I keep repeating my thing, so it becomes almost like an understanding plus revision class. So if you keep doing that, it will help you that much more before an examination. Those words will become part of your vocabulary. So that will really help, which is why I've decided for class 10, despite a few people objecting to it, I'm going to teach in English in your own interest. मेरे को हिंदी में समझाने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, मेरी हिंदी काफी ठीक ठाक है, लेकिन उससे आपका फायदा नहीं होगा, because mentally you will get used to thinking in Hindi and translating into English. And even that, every sentence, if you're going to take that extra 5 seconds, it's precious time loss. 5 seconds on each sentence loss. Do the math, how much you will lose. So that's something which you need to bother about. Next one. So that's as far as the notes is concerned. I hope I am clear. Third announcement about the SWS success test papers, which do better than any other book available in the market. I normally bring it out only after November. Last year we brought it out in December. Okay. But this year I will try to bring it out much earlier. August, September. 10th class will probably have it only in September, because I have not even started working on it. Okay. 9th class maybe in end of August we'll try to. So they will contain chapter-wise question and answer. See, my idea is to not just, give you some collection of test papers. That's an easy job to do. You just kind of collect some questions and put it out. No, that's not. I want to prepare you chapter-wise. So each chapter ka, each poem ka, there will be question and answers, MCQs, and your reference to contest questions. For 11th and 12th class, though I'm not talking about 11th and 12th here, they will have MCQs plus reasoning plus the 5 marks and the 10 marks questions. So as I said, I have not even started working on it. So that will take a bit of time. So I just hope that you have entered the address, etc. properly, because otherwise it just creates unnecessary tension. आप बोलेंगे कि आपको किताब नहीं मिली, courier wala bolega mere ko address nahi mila. So that's why I'm going on repeating that, just ensure your address is complete and absolutely correct. So those will have. So we will have for English language, our English language and literature. I mean, in fact, history. In fact, all our test papers do very well in terms of the number of students who use it before the examination. English language will be there, literature, history, civics, and geography. So these 4 test papers. The others are not decided yet. Also for Maharashtra class 12 and CBSE 11th and 12th, those question test papers will also be brought out. There is already Flannery. Those videos are already there. There are a whole lot of, till such time that we do the crash course, please make use of the videos which are there in on the channel. There are a whole lot of videos that I have done, explanation plus test papers, test videos, which I have done on the channel. Please, and they all have 50, 60, 75, 100 kind of questions. So you will have the thing. Write, get used to writing. Write. Even if, and I say this, I've said this as part of my Ashwin courses in the past, please get used to writing. Even if you write 50 words every day, please get used to expressing yourself. Nothing helps you in English language as much as expressing yourself. That's something very important. Lovely life, I have already explained that in great detail. Just see the video once we finish with the live stream. Okay, so that's as far as these success test papers are concerned. End of August, September is my target. As I said, I have not started working on it yet. It will take time. See, because this year I decided not to do the full year courses for variety of reasons. Okay, because this is not the only thing that I do. I mean, teaching is not the only thing I do. I like to also improve myself by doing many things. I don't know if any one of you have seen it. I have started an Instagram page called The Parent Hat, which you and your parents may find useful, because the whole idea is to kind of put out videos which will be relevant to both children and their parents on how, and this is drawing from my own experience as parents, and generally the kind of issues that you see involving children and bringing up children. So you may just find it interesting. Just go to Instagram and just see The Parent Hat. If you find it interesting, the content interesting, just just follow the page. They're all small. They're like 45-second videos. It's not like, it's going to take a lot of your time. Your parents, suggest it to your parents, recommend it to your parents. They may find it interesting. Okay. Everything on YouTube is free of cost, Rekha. Obviously, there will be a bit of a cost on whatever is on the app. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. Let's now move on from the next one. Now, this is a question which many of you have been asking me, which question banks? And I have been saying so far that give me time, because I don't want to recommend just like that, without knowing anything. And we don't do paid promotions as a matter of policy. So as I had mentioned it on a long WhatsApp note the other day, and I had also said that till I actually see the books myself, I will not want to recommend it, because it's not fair. Okay, so we had gone, and we had done it in 2 different cities. We have gone and looked at different question banks, other subject teachers also. And what I found was, and I got this from a neighbor of mine who had already bought these books. So I personally think in terms of the range of questions, because as I said, what you look for in a question bank should be able to supplement your preparation. It should be able to test your understanding and test your preparation, right? So when you do that, you need to look at whether the quality of questions is good enough, whether there is a good range of questions, whether it is in sync with the latest kind of books also. So that, and most important, and I'm saying this from experience, whether it just simply repeats questions. That is something very important. Okay, so error-free books. See, printing there will be a few errors idhar udhar, but the error should never be more than 5% or even 3% or 5%. Normal printing mistakes ho jati hai. So of all the lot, I found the Oswald books as the best in the market in terms of sheer range, in terms of including many toppers answers, etc. In terms of giving, I mean, they're all arranged chapter wise. So in terms of arranging it chapter wise and giving you an explanation, in terms of providing you with the short notes, which I found them of good quality, be of subjects like physics, be it subjects like biology, chemistry, etc. Okay, so that is something very important. So these 4 points, I found them very interesting. There is more. Next one. So when you are looking at a questions, so you need to see whether you can get questions. और ये बहुत important है कि क्या इन questions में से, ये question bank में से क्या questions आ सकते हैं या नहीं. Okay, so one is a question bank which is already there. This is something which I got from my thing. For instance, this one is of biology. Okay, this is a question bank, and as you can see here, each one has a whole lot of questions, including topper answers written in their own handwriting and with a detailed explanation. For instance, let's see, nervous system ka ye chapter hai. So you have the detailed explanation which is provided with mind maps, which I think are extremely useful for last minute preparation. And 1 minute, Naman. And then you have the key terms, and then you have the question and answers, the 1 mark questions, for the MCQs, the 2 mark questions, and the long format questions. So I found, I've taken this of this one is of chemistry. Okay, these are all taken from a student. So I found the Oswald books collection the best of the lot in terms of the sheer range. It kind of, in journalistic terms, we use the term whether something ticks all the boxes. So you go with a checklist of, these are the 8 boxes or 10 boxes, something has to tick. Whether a product ticks all the boxes. So Oswald books I found compared to a whole lot of this thing, and I don't want to take any other names because that wouldn't be fair. So it kind of ticks all the boxes as far as what a student needs. That's something very important. And this I'm talking for ICSE, to an extent ISC also. So you can refer to them for ICSE, ISC and CBSE, both science and commerce subjects, very important. I did not say EduCart at all. EduCart ke saath 2022 first semester I had done a book. Okay, so don't say things which I have not done. Okay, so science and commerce thing. No, this is the Oswald with a double A. This is the Oswald books. Sorry, this is the Oswald books with a double A, and this is Oswald books. Okay, so what you should do, and this is again important, I am going to, once the live stream gets over, I will talk about it. So I'm not reading the comments, so please don't comment right now. There is a link I'm going to put in the pinned comment, and there is a reason why I'm giving you a link. Okay, so Almond books, I have got the Almond books. If you are seeing my videos and if you get my thing for English literature, you don't need any book. And I'm saying this with full confidence. Okay, I'm saying this with absolute confidence. I don't want to make any more comments beyond that. Okay, so I'm giving a link. Listen to this carefully. I'm giving a link. See, the thing is that some of the formats have changed. So just kind of make sure, Sushmita, whether any of the formats have changed. Otherwise, if you got from 2024, I guess that should kind of suffice. I would think that should suffice, but just have a look at it, whether any format for any subject paper has changed or not. Okay, I wouldn't advise you to spend money unnecessarily when you already have something which is pretty close to what you have right now. Or what I would suggest is wait, these are the question banks. Next, the sample papers would come. So you could look at the sample papers, whether they give you more than what you already have. Okay, so that's something. Now I'm going to give you a pinned comment in the link in a pinned comment once this live stream gets over. I'll put it in the description box and the pinned comment also. Why am I giving you this link? This link is important. Please look at this. What we had done last year is that we had given out free giveaways. And last year what happened was free giveaways I found a few students who had kind of bought this thing from 2-3 different kind of email IDs and all that, which is not being fair. You are robbing another deserving student of the free giveaways, because free giveaways you give for uh, uh, 50 copies, 100 copies. We gave for CUET, and for one more, we gave up to 100 copies. Okay, these are free books, not the same books. Those are specific books which we bring very close to the examination. Oswal books, we had arranged with them to give out free giveaways on behalf of two SWS students. So this year, what we have done is that we are going to limit it that to students who buy it through this particular link. Am I making it myself clear? Students who buy through these links will be eligible for that lucky draw. Of course, it's luck. I mean, if you're lucky, you may get the book. If you're not lucky, bad luck. But the whole idea is to kind of give an incentive to students who use this particular link. So I'm going to put the link, as I said, in the pinned comment after this live stream gets over. I'm also going to put it in the description box. I do not want to talk about any other book. If I'm saying one particular book, I'm just going with that. Okay, so that obviously means, because I've looked at all these different books that many of you are referring to. Okay, so I don't want to say anything about another publication, not fair. Okay. So for literature, Piyush Pandey, I've already said, just wait for the SWS question and answers, the success test papers. I mean, that will be value. I mean, I know that because I know what I do. Okay. So that's the link. Just go to the next one. So I'm showing you the pinned comment. Okay, this I've taken from their website. So this is the pin. I mean, this is the link. Why am I saying pinned comment? This is the link, but you may find it difficult to note it down. I will put it in the pinned comment and the description box also later. As I said, I'm just repeating myself. The free giveaways which we give towards the second half of the year, in the later half of the year, will be limited to students who use this particular link. Only those will be part of the lucky draw. That's the whole idea, that we are having this particular thing based on our experience of last year. Okay, so that's as far as this is concerned. Is there any other slide after this, or am I done? Yeah,
I think
okay, this is what this is the thing that we had organized 2 free giveaways. This year, the lucky draw will be for students who purchase it through the link, so that they are part of the database. Maria, if I don't know, I mean, you must be in class 10. My test papers contain both questions and answers. See, I am not saying that, Soha, you take a call. You could use that. See, don't waste your parents' money. I'm a parent and I talk from that point of view. Use what you have right now. If you have bought Arihant, use that, which is why anyone who was asking me, I was saying that don't buy question banks right now. Wait, focus on understanding the chapters and then go into question banks. But I realize that students want to buy the question banks in a hurry, which is always not a great idea. Okay. So I've already explained, Piyush, August and September. I'm not targeting. School exams are not my target. Pre-boards are my target.
final board exam.
So that's the reason why we want to buy from. Everything is on the app. The success test papers will all be on the app on this for the subjects that I've mentioned: ICSE class 9 and 10, English, language and literature separately. So if you are a 10th class student, don't go and buy the 9th class. If you are a 9th class student, don't go and buy the 10th class one. I'm going to put it separate ones for history, civics, for geography, for ISC class 11 and 12 English literature and English language, again 11th and 12th separate. For CBSE class 11, for CBSE class 12 English and Maharashtra class 12 English. So all these separate success test papers, मैं अकेली जान हूं, मेरे को टाइम लगता है प्रिपेयर करने में, because I have to do it, I have to reread it, I have to proofread it, everything. English grammar ka I will do a crash course, but that will be towards the end of the year. Okay, for those grammar ka thing, and students who have been part of Ashwin course know that how I do that. Intensive practice. Yes, grammar crash course will be for ICSE class 10 students, but that will be towards the end. When I'm saying towards the end of the year, I mean December. It will be in the last 2 months before the examination. That's good enough for language. I will ensure that you don't have any this thing. No, thank you so much. I am quite okay. I'm quite a good, efficient sort. Okay. So that's as far as the. So I hope I have the 4 things: the book, the notes, the success test papers, and the question bank. practice, just keep practicing grammar. As I said, there are a whole lot of videos on the thing. If you do my videos on the Study with Sudhir channel, they have tenses, they have prepositions, they have phrasal verbs, they have transformation of sentences, they have synthesis, everything is there. So you don't need anything else beyond that. Uske beyond jo bhi karo, thing. Don't spend money on buying this and that grammar books right now. Just focus. If you do the videos, every day one video karo, ek mahine ke andar tumhara pura khatam ho jayega. That's more than enough. It will give you a lot of practice already. So that's not something to worry. Don't focus on buying too many practice books right now. You could look at the Oswald books ka English language, because the question banks has a whole lot of grammar questions also, but many of them are also the previous year board questions. So you could wait for the sample question papers. That is something which you could do. Don't be in a hurry. See, my funda is, and listen to this carefully. पहले understand करो, समझो, उसके बाद अपने आप को test करो. You are not majors now, but just to give an example, गाड़ी सीखने से पहले सिमुलेटर पे बैठाते हैं, ताकि you get used to in simulated conditions what traffic will be. उसके बाद ही the trainer will take you onto the road to take you in actual traffic conditions, right? So पहले understand the rules of traffic and then start driving a vehicle. Similarly, पहले understand the rules of grammar, understanding पूरी तरह से करो, उसके बाद जाके अपने आप को टेस्ट करो. So please don't be in a tearing hurry to keep testing. टेस्टिंग के लिए अभी फ्री मटेरियल स्टडी विद सुधीर यूट्यूब चैनल पर है, उसका इस्तेमाल करो. प्लीज यूज दैट. यू डोंट नीड टू स्पेंड एनी मनी. Okay, so that's something which you can do. You can score centums. I mean, literature mein many of our students score centum. History, civics mein they scored. We have had a lot of centums subjects. Only physics mein, because every time the students make mistakes, so you end up getting that 98, 99, 97 kind of thing. Yes, all of them are part of the Natu Natu series of the last 2 years. So you can use all of that so that you're already prepared. Understand, test yourself. Don't spend money right now. No, geography also you get it, but it's just that students map marking is very strict. So you have to be very precise with your map marking. And topo sheet mein students make silly mistakes and then keep arguing on the afternoon of the exam ki mera theek tha, whereas last year I remember many students made mistakes with the topo sheet. So topo sheet and map marking, and we have got the best possible faculty for that. So Rameshwar sir will take care of that. So it just takes a time. It's there, Shahnaz. It's all there. You just look at English language or grammar, whatever is the name of the playlist, I don't remember. So just do that. So that's not really an issue. And what you could do on a regular basis is to, whenever you finish with your paper, just send your question papers. I'm not saying that I'm going to be doing doubt solving, because that's precisely the idea why I did not do the courses this year. But send the question papers to me on the email that I'm just going to give you, so that I will have an idea about what kind of questions are being given by your teachers in your school, so that it just gives an idea. Otherwise, I have my own resources, so that's not really an issue. Okay. What does it mean? Which public is the best publication? Is the best? No, Shreya, please don't spend money on PYQs. I will not advise anyone to buy any previous year question papers. Please don't do that. It will cost you a lot of money. If you buy for all the subjects, it costs something like 800 rupees or something. Please do not buy that, because the formats have changed a lot. There is absolutely no point in testing yourself with questions which came in 2017, 18, 19. Koi fayda nahi hai. Formats have changed a lot. So go much more for the sample papers or the SWS success test papers in case of my subjects, or you look for these question banks. See, it's like this. Let me also explain the difference. Question banks come with explanation, brief explanation, short notes, and then the questions thing. And this will kind of, if you buy this will also contain some of the relevant PYQs. Whereas if you buy a previous year test papers, I mean the board question papers, then you just get that और उसका आंसर, उससे फायदा नहीं होगा. You will not know ये अभी भी पूछा जाएगा या नहीं पूछा जाएगा. You will not know. Whereas this one will contain only the ones which are relevant even for the 2025 batch. Okay, so that is something which you need to do. So PY, I just now explained that. Whereas this question bank will contain the relevant one. Whereas if you buy the previous year ka full total question banks, which will not serve the purpose because usme sab 14, 15, 16, 17 सबका होगा. You will spend a lot of time just understanding कि ये अभी syllabus में है या ये syllabus में नहीं है. Because after post-COVID, a lot of changes. During COVID and post-COVID, a lot of changes were made. This is the Oswald books, Ashreya. I don't know if you joined late. So these are things. History, civics, geography, and English, you leave it to SWS. I'm talking about the other subjects, which is why I got these books for PCMB. Okay. So that is something. And even for subjects like physical education, if some of you have that as one of your optional subject. Okay. So that is something which you need to do. Okay. You get 19 on 20, though this year somebody got, I heard, I have no base of confirming, somebody got 20 on 20. I will be honest, my students have got the maximum of 19 on 20. 19 on 100 is what many of my students got, and I'm very proud of that. So that's the way it is. Okay, so with that we come to the end. Huh? I don't know. I have not yet decided. So this is as far as what the plan is of now. If there are any more changes, I will keep updating you as time goes by, and we'll be in touch. So all the best. There's nothing to feel anxious, but all you need to do, even if you do 1 hour, 1.5 hour of self-study every day, that's good enough. No need. If someone tells you 6 ghanta padho, sorry, you will get burnt out. No need to study so hard. Study for just 90 minutes, but make those 90 minutes count. Make those 90 minutes of completely focused attention. That is what will really help you in the months ahead. There is no need to do 4 hours every day of self-study. If that includes your homework and project work and etc., that's a different thing. Self-study right now till September, even if you do 1.5 hours of focused study, systematic everyday study, more than enough. October, say you need to kind of increase it, let's say to 2.5 hours kind of thing. Okay. So that's it for now. I will be in touch with you, and I hope this session was of cleared many of your doubts. Okay. Tata, bye bye. Thank you very much. Namaskar and Vanakkam. Bye. Should I click end stream?